3026 live.
Live. What day is that again?
January 9th. You know what day it is.
Hold up.
Yes, but never mind.
And this is episode 439, a 60-minute conversation ranging from technology to pop culture.
Hold up.
And I'm your host.
We're good now.
Damond Nollan, and we are broadcasting live.
Live.
Right here in Durham, North Carolina. It is lunch hour in the Onyx Tower. Today, my co-hosts are Mr. Derek Brinson.
Soon to be properly pronounced. Stay funky, my friends.
And Mr. Michael Render.
Soon to be. I'm still. I think it is.
And as always, we encourage listener participation. That means that you can join the conversation. You can call us via the telephone at 646-929-2689. Again, that's 646-929-2689. Or you can chat with us right now over here at blogtalkradio.com/Damond Nollan.
Do it.
I want to give a special thanks to Mr. Darren Tyler for providing our theme song. It is entitled Without You, or it is titled Without You.
Yes.
Without you, we would not be where we are today, so thank you so very much
Thank you
for what you do.
Thank you.
And let me take this opportunity to look over here at the chat room and say hi to those who are walking in right now. Of course, I want to say what's up to Alan Tran. What's going on, man? We also got Dyslexic in America. That's LL.
He's funky.
And we got Mr. Ego Ant, our brother from the north.
Oh, Canada.
That's right.
Right.
Oh, Canada. We're going to have a great show today. Glad you guys can join us on this Monday.
I mean, don't we have a great show every day?
Well, yeah, of course. But I want you guys to be encouraged. Today's going to be another good day.
Okay.
Because not only do we have you guys with us, but we also have a number of really interesting stories.
Oh, cool.
We'll talk a little bit about what's happening with Netflix, because you know we got to.
Yeah, and we don't always have a couple of interesting stories. Sometimes it's just a slow news day, and we got to kind of wing it. So today is not one of those days.
Not one of those days. Miss Eileen, welcome. So it is Monday, y'all. And, typically Monday means we had an awesome weekend. So let me turn to you guys real quick and ask, fun happened? Any revelations? Mike, you want to tell me what's going on with you?
Nothing, man. Just chapter meeting, and that's about it. And just preparing for our event on Saturday.
Okay. What's happening next week? Here in Clayton, North Carolina, we have an all-black affair. You can come hang out with us from 9 to 1. $25. You can come out with your girls or all your guys and hang out with the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi for an evening of elegance.
And it's not a ball.
It's a party.
Yeah.
But you're wearing all black.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter what color you are.
Not. No.
You see what I did there?
No.
Yeah, I see.
So, Derek, what about you? What did you get into this weekend?
My band played Friday. I recovered Saturday and Sunday.
How'd it go?
Went really well. Drank too much.
While playing?
Shh. Yes.
You didn't happen to forget any lyrics at all, did you?
Nope. I got the tablet, so yeah.
So you can remember your lyrics.
Well, see, I do that because I'm old, not because I drank too much.
And this is the cover band, right?
No, this was actually Archbishops of Blunt Street, the reggae ska band.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are your lyrics.
No, not doing any of my original stuff.
Okay, I was like, dude, if you gotta do that for your own lyrics,
yeah, that would. Then I shouldn't be up there. Then I shouldn't be up there playing. But yeah, we got a lot of feedback on great time playing with y'all. I said, well, likewise, I'm sure.
Wow. Well, let me see what happened on my end. So this weekend, I had, of course, my birthday was last week. So
that's right.
Thank you guys for helping me celebrate that. But this weekend, I got a couple gifts. My mom sent me a version, and of course, my mom, she's in her 50s, and she is a gamer. She has a number of different gaming systems, and she said, well, what game are you playing? I said, well, I'm not really playing much right now. I think I was playing Batman at the time. And she said, well, have you finished off the God of War series? I said, no, seriously, now that I got the PlayStation 3, I could finish off the series. I said, no, I actually didn't get this. So she sent me a copy of God of War 3. So thank you, Mom, for thinking of me. And also, this one I got this weekend. Erica decided that she felt sorry for me, and the fact that I didn't have any other television set than the one in my room. So she said, "Will you buy a flat screen TV so that you can get one in your room, so that you can see the entire scores of your football games, and you can see what people are saying on the screens when you play video games." And I said, "Wow, that's awesome." So she took me out and got me.
You can fix the settings. For
no, I did. And that's the problem, and it still was blurry. I mean, it's like it was whatever it was. The HD just didn't work right. So, yeah. So I got a new TV. So thank you, Miss Erica, for helping me get that. It is. It's only a 32-inch. It's not the big whoppers. It's just big enough.
Is all you need.
Just big enough for my room. I can sit back against the wall now and actually see people, and I can see the letters and everything,
the captions.
Yeah, and I don't have to squint. And the joke is scary. So I also got a game this weekend, and Mike and I were just talking about this, called BioShock. It's a new. I shouldn't say new. This is the first one, so it's not new, but
new to you.
It's new to me.
A couple years in.
But I've kind of had my eye on that game for some time, because of sort of the story, and I'm a Myst fan. Myst fan.
That's from back in the day, yes.
And it kind of has that sort of to it. It's that first person. Cool. Of course, you got guns, so you're shooting people and zombies or whatever else you're shooting. But it's a good game so far.
Excellent.
So it's been a weekend of just relaxing, playing video games. I watched a little bit of Star Trek.
It's 2012, man.
And you plug up a surround sound on that joker.
It's 2012.
Well, welcome. Scary.
I know.
Welcome aboard to. Thanks for joining us here in the late 1990s.
Well, it's different. I gotta say, it's a good deal.
2000s.
It's a good deal.
2000s.
I went to Walmart and I got one. It's a 32-inch. It's from what's the name of the
Hasitashi.
No, Vizio.
Oh yeah, you got a good one there.
What's the name of that brand?
Vizio.
Vizio. Yeah, that's the one. Vizio. I got a 32-inch Vizio.
That's the NBA sponsored.
And $268 is what it came out to be.
What?
Yeah, $268 from Walmart. And they have two of them out there, and one of them wasn't as good as this one. This is a special one. I found it on sale.
Hasitashi.
Go get it. Vizio. I know Tim's like, I don't believe it. A Vizio. Yeah, dude, it looks great. Of course, I did some research on that before I bought it, to make sure it was good. It got
see, I don't
really high
paid
scores.
For one. That's the thing.
Well, thankfully I didn't actually pay for much.
Yeah, technically, I guess.
It was a gift, so I didn't actually. But yes, it still has rabbit ears. But thanks to Mike and the PlayStation 3, I can watch Netflix. In this.
But can you do that with your 360 too?
Well, yeah, but that's in the other room.
Oh.
But I'm watching it with
So hold up, you don't have it all hooked up in one room?
Not yet, no. I got it just on one. Because I don't have enough plugins right now.
But just get you
I know, a power strip.
Yeah, surge protector.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I just need to get some more. Because I don't have enough right now. So anyway, and I didn't want to steal from the living room, because that's where the kids want to watch movies and stuff. You send them in there and say, "Hey, go watch a movie in there," while I go into the man zone.
You should make them buy
the boom room,
buy their own strip.
So anyway, I'm having a great time. I am so BioShock is scary as heck, and watching these action movies on the HD TV, man, it changes the way you watch TV.
Really,
yeah.
Like you telling us like we
like we're the ones new to this.
Oh, so what you're saying is you got one? Is that what you're saying? You got a flat screen in your house?
Yeah. It's like
what size do you have?
Like 08.
What size do you have?
The 32 is.
And who's the maker?
Well, I don't know, Hashitashi or something. But it's HD.
What about you, Derek?
I can watch local.
Funny you would ask.
You got one
local
too?
Cable HD channels.
I got one in the bedroom that we never use, and I kind of take that one out when my original, my singer songwriter guys, we kind of have visuals with our performance. It's kind of digital visual motion graphic enhancement, so it's in the bedroom now, and I won that one in a sweepstakes.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was funny.
So you didn't have to pay.
I'm saying I didn't have to pay for that one. Yeah.
Right.
So how many do you have?
I have two.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'm just not getting.
Truthfully, I haven't purchased one either.
Television.
Stephanie, yes, when we began to set up camp, she bought one from her place, and it's really big and it's nice. Yeah, sure.
Wow.
So welcome.
Then I won one in
Welcome.
a sweepstake. It's like the Southern Home.
Welcome.
Yeah, and
Southern Comfort.
yeah, the Southern Home Furnishings show that was part of my domestication process. I was walking around in the at the fairgrounds looking at like furnitures and stuff, and I filled out a sweepstakes for like a
Hasitashi.
no, it was a
Say it.
sweepstakes for an exterminator.
Oh wow.
And he called me, and I thought it was one of my boys joking, right? And sure enough, this guy knocks on my door with the television under his arm.
Wow.
Cool, I need one of these.
Congratulations.
No, this is several. This is
I
like
know.
a year
Still,
back,
this
man.
congratulations.
Hashitashi.
So now I'm in the real world with the rest of y'all, and Tim's over here like. So that's why you're not feeling well last night. No, that wasn't the reason.
Your head was
My head was
eyes
pounding.
Was, adjusted
Yeah.
to all the visual enhanced graphics.
That's what
that you-
Erica said. I said
Sensory
I said,
overload.
No, that's not it. Because I had a headache.
Like, wow.
I had a headache
I
after
have to read
I
all
left
these
that
words
meeting.
down.
No, that's not it. I said my TV. I felt better after I got to see my TV again. So, but no, my head was pounding last night. I was feeling so bad. My eyeballs were about to come out my eyes.
So I know they was trying to soak up all those visuals.
Man, no, half the night my hand was on my head trying to keep the pain from
I'm
blasting
so
me.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but anyway, I feel better now.
Good.
So far.
The Hashitashi.
Hopefully the day I feel this little tinge, but so far I feel gay.
I get that.
I don't know because I got sprayed with this this
that-
overwhelming air freshener in
I
my
didn't
face.
know that's what was gonna happen,
Dude.
I was just testing.
Dude.
Next time I'm gonna spray it on a piece of paper and then wave the paper around.
But
Just glad it wasn't pepper spray.
Yeah.
Aaron says that he was watching 3 Kids this weekend.
What?
That's what he was doing. Dude, that's tough.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you only got 2 eyes.
You know. So what I do is I just get the oldest one to watch the next one. Like I hold you accountable for what those kids do.
My parents made that mistake.
They should have done the other way. Said, baby sisters, you need to
the
watch.
older ones.
They learned that lesson slowly but surely.
Yeah, I think that's
You
what's
would
going
not
to be.
believe what your oldest son did.
Yeah, man. My youngest daughter, the 3-year-old, keeping the other 2 in line.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
that's how I think it's going to happen. Like, baby girl, make sure they get it right.
Uh-oh.
So good luck.
That's bad for the oldest son.
Yes.
I'm just saying from experience.
Well, that's what he gets.
What? He didn't do nothing yet. See how this works?
That's what he gets. He needs to be the responsible one. See, in my house,
No.
I was the responsible one slapping everybody else around. Like, look, you need to be doing this. No. Yes. Okay. That's how it happened in my home.
Well,
Of course, my mom did her fair share of giving me what I needed,
Man, you fend for yourself
but
in the Renda household.
anyway, let's move on to let's take a look at Daily Booth. This is our opportunity to take a look at you guys. So pull out your cameras, y'all.
what it look like? What you're wearing?
What it'd be like.
So with Daily Booth, you can go to www.dailybooth.com.
Hashitashi.
Pull out your webcam, pull out your cell phone, or upload a picture. And once you do, you can post that over there on dailybooth.com and then share the URL with us right here in the chat room so we can see what you guys are doing, what you're wearing. And everybody pulls out their cameras. All right, let's see what you guys are up to. Ego Ant posts his picture first. Let's go check his out. And he says, in the elevator on my way to work, how was everyone's weekend? And very nice. There he goes. He pulls out the hats. See,
Nice.
that's one of the things he's definitely notorious for is the hats. That's awesome, man.
This intrigues us.
Yes.
My head's too big.
So too big for hats? It's all that hair.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's very, very difficult to find the cool hats.
And
it's not from lack of trying, and I keep going.
keep trying.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, had a great weekend. Thanks for asking, sir.
Indeed, man.
That's a good picture, man. What kind of phone is that?
Mhm.
Is that an Android? All right. So,
Isn't that the
Mike,
Nexus one?
did you post a picture
Oh
today?
yeah, I forgot to say.
Because you didn't tell me that you
Yeah.
posted a picture
Yeah, I was too busy bopping to the theme music.
to
but
the theme music. Okay,
Yeah.
let me go over here and
I'm
see.
actually posting another one.
Okay.
That's the today one.
Let me see. Mike Render has his R. Kelly sweater on.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's where we're going.
You heard that one video?
Is that where we're
Looking
going?
just like R. Kelly, man.
Is
That's
that where-
wrong.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So we're
Don't do
there.
that.
Yeah.
All right, just make it show.
Drip, drip, drip.
That's wrong.
Mike Render says, "Yo,
Man,
yo."
man, a frat brother gave me this sweater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to be R. Kelly, so he gave it to me.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, R. Kelly, man, he's the man. What can I
Is he?
say?
Is he?
I
Yeah.
can say some things.
Look, man, don't act like you guys never had a R. Kelly moment in your
I
life.
am going to act like I've never had an R. Kelly moment. I'm
Pause.
not that good an actor, and that's because it's not acting. I've never had an R. Kelly moment in my life, nor do I intend to.
Okay.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying.
you say now until someday down the line we see this. Hey, have you guys seen that DB Funky video? What?
Baby, turn your web radio
Trapped
down
in
right
the
now.
closet.
Right now.
That's right.
That guy.
I just said what everyone else is thinking.
Trapped in the closet.
I heard that R. Kelly was going to put out another CD with a whole bunch of other similar type songs.
As long as he don't put
Yeah.
out no more videos,
It's
I'm
like
good.
Trapped in the Closet version 22.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Tim Arthur throws up, says, "I hear violins, Damond Nollan."
For the hashitashi.
Is that the television version of Delicious?
No, but
Good. Stop doing that.
that's a good idea. though.
Tasha, Tasha.
But yeah, I never seen that episode of Martin
No.
when they bought the big screen TV. And he
Mhm.
had to send it back because his credit was messed up. So, but he wanted to send
And
it
I don't
back.
understand what's so comical about that.
It was just funny because the TV was so big and it was like an Asian guy selling it to him, and it was called the Hashitashi.
Oh,
And so when he went to go buy it, they kept saying Hashitashi like the whole episode. So that's where
wow.
nobody else watches Martin.
I did, but you know how long ago that was?
So
You know that somebody I heard out last week, Mark, who was on the show last week, told me a story after or before the show started. He said Cole from Martin actually is broke and sells used cars in California.
really,
Yes, even though Martin's still
Cockroach.
playing,
cockroach.
he is actually
Sure, even Bill
selling
Cosby
cars.
episodes is still playing.
And well, he's doing well, but for other reasons. But I think Cole just didn't make enough money on that,
It could be that he just didn't save
or he
enough
spent
money.
it
Yes.
wrong, or whatever.
Come on, cockroach.
Let me say hi to Doc Jordan, who is in the room. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Also, guest 2118, welcome to the show. Little Bites has made it in. Welcome, Marianne. And I want to say what's up to Tim Arthur because,
Here, hold on. Let me get.
you know,
get my
Tim
turn.
Arthur's, well, Tim Arthur.
Well,
King
Cole,
Tim.
you stupid.
All right.
see, that's wrong.
Oh, so y'all remember that though?
Yeah.
That shit ain't it.
Okay, let's do blog roll. How
Roll.
about that?
Roll in.
We got quite a few stories today.
Posters in.
But guess poking.
All right, blog roll is when we
It's
take
party
a
time.
look at what you guys are writing, what you're putting out there into the blogosphere.
It's posters this time.
Want to give you an opportunity to get your stuff out there
It's
so
excellent.
other people
Let me see. You caught that?
can read it. You know, I probably won't catch half of that until after I listen to the replay.
Bill
But
and Ted.
Oh gosh.
sorry. We have a couple of stories today,
Oh.
and
that?
Tim Arthur. Tim posts
Good.
another Daily Booth picture. The Dream TV set,
Oh, that's funny.
but I didn't have to pay for it, Tim.
He didn't have to pay.
I didn't have to pay for it, dude.
That means a lot.
It's free.
That's a big antenna too, by the
It
way.
is. You got to be real close to see that screen. What'd you say?
You hold binoculars up to your face just to watch it.
All right.
That's funny.
The first one, matter of fact, Tim's been posting a number of posts today.
I know, man.
He has one. This one here is naming your podcast, but this one comes from his blog, the Tim Ponders by obviously Tim Arthur. Naming your podcast, it's really just sort of a resource, real quick. If you haven't quite put a name to your podcast, here's some links and resources that you can go to get some additional information. Obviously, one of those is his blog, which is the podcastingtutor.com, which we're going to cover right now. But let me share this with you guys, just so you guys can still keep his blog in your readers, just in case you haven't done so. Let me share this for you, and here you go. Also, he has another one, and it's pretty much down the same line, but it's called Picking the Right Podcast Name, and similarly, registering your domain name. There are two of these that I want to share with you guys. Again, coming from podcastingtutor.com, which of course is his new blog or podcast, which talks about podcasting. So let me share this with you guys. This first one here is picking the right podcast name, and the second one that's going to follow is registering your domain name. There you go. That's good information. It's good foundational information. You know, if you haven't done this before, you might want to get this information because it's good for you. So, Leon, there you go. There's some good information right there. Picking the right podcast name and registering the domain, which I know you know, but now you can forward some of those people right on over. DB Funky enters the chat room. Thank you, sir. All right.
Into the chat room.
Video bites of the week. You know, it is so nice to see Marianne's blog.
One of our favorite features, indeed.
Definitely. Anyway, you can go over here right now to her latest blog. This one is posted as of today. The number of different videos. There's one here called Jeff Harris 4,748 self-portraits and counting. That's totally awesome. Also another one called the International Philippine Martial Arts Federation, a 5-minute video. Looks like there's a gentleman here hitting some bamboo sticks, and he's probably really quick. I haven't seen that one yet. Dogs and Cars, another one. Also, Elmo orders Taco Bell. Oh, that one looks like it might be interesting. Oh, the places you'll go. Jack and the Giant Killer. Somebody that I used to know walked
that's
the
a good
earth.
movie.
This one right here, Jack and the Giant Killer.
You ain't seen that?
I haven't seen that one. I'm sorry, I haven't seen that
I
one.
thought I
Is
shared
that a
that
good
in the
one?
group. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a remake of Jack and the Beanstalk,
Okay.
but it's like actiony, so you might not like it.
I know you like it because it is action.
Yeah, man, it just look hot. It's like there was a PlayStation 3 game that came out. I think it's called like Colossus. And basically you're like a human taking out big old giants, but like you can like the giant's body is like living just like in God of War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what the movie kind of reminds me of.
Okay.
Go ahead, play it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play the whole entire thing.
Oh, it's like 30.
Is this a real movie?
Yeah, it's coming
I
out.
thought it was just
2012. In a land
They are
far
holy
away.
relics from a very special place far, far away.
Beans.
They are born of dark magic. They have the power to change the world as we know it. Don't lose them. Whatever you do, don't get them wet. Once darkness gets a taste for light, it will not stop. What?
And a giant beanstalk grows from underneath the cabin. And I'm gonna let that end right there for now.
Really?
Go see the rest of it. Go to her website, Marianne.com. Marianne.com for today's video bites of the week. That's January 9th, 2012.
So you're not feeling it?
No, it looks like it could be good. It's very dramatic. Especially that big beanstalk that comes out the bottom.
Yep.
I'm almost afraid to see what's next because there's a giant killer that's gonna get him
Or killers.
or killers. So go check
out.
out.
It is
Go check that one out.
It is a preview, so there's probably not going to be a whole lot of
Could be a family of giants. Like the hills have eyes. Like there's a whole community.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
Derek Brinson throws his picture up there, looking very glittery.
I don't know why I got
Pause.
such a fine reflection on my new.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I used to say that.
I did not.
Looks like that one picture of Battlestar Galactica when those robots come up. Womp, 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 womp. And that's kind of how the video used to look when they used to shine on the metal. You remember that?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen the original Battlestar Galactica?
What is that?
Oh my gosh. Jim Arthur it reminds us 11 days until Underworld. Yeah, buddy. I'm ready. I am so ready.
I really like the
It better be more werewolves.
I am so ready for that.
It better be more werewolves.
I'm sure there will be.
In the previews, you just see that one.
I'm sure there will be.
But there was a big one. It was the biggest one of all times.
I'm glad to see that.
Last one but not least one. Let me share this link with you guys. This right here is in case you missed last week's interview with Mark Sears. We talked about his entrepreneurship and his media startup company Q3030. In case you missed it, you can get the higher quality without the echo right here. Did exceedingly well, as a matter of fact. If you look at the number of listens they had last week or this weekend,
cool.
Did exceedingly well. So go check it out. All right. Well, at 26 minutes in, I think it's probably well past the time that we need to go do some feed watch. So let's jump right on in to some feed watch, and it sounds like this.
Feed watch. Feed watch. Feed watch. Feed watch. Feed watch. Excellent.
Feed watch is where we constantly comb the blogs so that you don't have to.
Feed watch.
We give you the news that you can use because that's what we do.
Feed watch.
So you best not snooze. You will not lose, unless of course you just like singing the blues. This first one here comes from TechCrunch, and it says we are going to see a lot more original TV on the web in 2012.
I'm hoping that we see original movies in the movie theater, but that may be a little bit much to ask.
You might be asking for too much, man.
One can always hope.
We are less than 10 days into the 2012, but here is a prediction that is easy to make. We're going to see a lot of original web TV shows announced this year with big stars. It's already happening, as a matter of fact. Tom Hanks is making a cartoon TV series for Yahoo. Steven Van Zandt is starring in a web original drama on Netflix. House of Cards, also starring Kevin Spacey, will appear on Netflix.
Yes, we talked about this a couple days ago.
Along with a bunch of other original shows. It is also resurrecting Arrested Development for the web audience, which
really
you didn't know that.
I was just telling you that's one of my favorite parts about Netflix, man. That's a really great show. It's
Arrested
ridiculous.
Development
On Netflix, baby.
I thought you were talking about the music group.
No, talking about the show.
Take me to
Now, to Derek's point, Yahoo is partnering with ABC News for web video and licensing original comedy as well. And that's just Yahoo and Netflix. YouTube is spending $100 million on original programming, and Hulu has dabbled with original programming as well. Making TV shows for the web is nothing new, though. What is new is a level of commitment in terms of dollars and star power being thrown at the web video.
I'm very curious to see which is going to be the first free internet video web channel to really break out. I'm really curious about that.
That's gonna be hot.
I think Netflix will be that one.
I know you do.
Currently, Netflix viewers.
I think it's entirely possible as well after they are bought by Yahoo or another
it ain't gonna happen.
bigger player.
It ain't gonna happen.
Of course it is.
It ain't gonna happen.
Of course it is.
Netflix viewers spend about 10 hours a month, and that's that for me probably.
Not only is it going to happen, it's going to happen before Easter.
It won't happen. The Netflix viewers spend about 10 hours a month watching streaming video, quadruple the time spent on YouTube or Hulu. Part of that is because Netflix shows feature-length movies, but also because of the quality of those movies and the familiarity of the actors who star in them. There was an interesting number that I also wanted to show out here. If you look at the number, if the web wants to chip away at what is now 130 hours a month that people are watching on traditional TV, and we're looking at Netflix doing 10 hours a month, that's going to be quite a bit of work they're going to have to do to get them from traditional TV to the web, which is really what the challenge that they have here in this article is, that we are beginning to see more of these online web-only TV shows or movies, but they're going to have to do something to get those 130 hours of regular TV onto the web.
Yes.
But I thought this was interesting. I thought of you because I'm trying to tell you something with this. I'm trying to communicate to you.
Clearly, you're scared out of your gourd that you're going to have to pay up on that little wager.
I'm not scared. I'm trying to educate.
Oh, you're scared.
I'm trying to educate.
Oh, you're scared.
If you scared,
I can,
say you scared.
I can smell it on you. You're scared.
No, I'm trying to help you. Egoan asked the question: has anyone watched The Guild at all?
I have not gotten there yet.
No, I haven't seen that.
Someone else told me about that, and I forgot who.
Is that on Netflix now? The Guild? Because that's really, if it's not on Netflix, then it's not gonna be watched.
Well, it's going to be watched.
Just not by me.
Well, yeah.
That's just the thing.
Because that would be a service for which one might have to pay, and
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
certain people in the room whose name rhymes with Shmaim and Shmolin not trying to pay. Not trying to pay.
Let me see. I'm gonna look for you guys right now. I'm gonna do The Guild. Let me see if it shows up on streaming. It is. It is. Matter of fact,
Well, then.
The Guild. Okay, I'll put that in my instant queue to see if that's
what's
any
that
good.
about again?
The Guild. I haven't seen that, but it looks like there's. I'll move it to the top just to see what it looks like. But I do want to tell you guys about a good show, a good series that I finally finished this weekend. It's called Being Human, which, as I learned, there is a UK version and there is an American or US version, and it's a show about vampires, a ghost, and a werewolf who all live in the same apartment. And the issues that could potentially come out of that. It's not really a comedy, although there are some.
It sounds like there's quite a bit of comedic.
Yeah, there's some
possibility.
yeah.
Sure.
It's almost like there's one guy that's kind of like really funny. So it's a good show though, and if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely go check it out. It is on Netflix. You can view it now. Streaming live. The first 13 episodes are available. I think season 2 is coming out this month, I believe, which of course it'll be some time before you can get. But if you can't wait, you can always go to the UK version, which has I think 23 episodes out there, so you can maybe catch up on where season 2 is going. Great show, good actors, and good storyline. All right, let's see what else we have here on our agenda. Nuance. You know, the Dragon people.
I was going to say
Nuance. Nuance launches Dragon TV. Lets you control your TV with your voice. This is nothing new because if you're using the Xbox 360 with the Kinect, you can already do that. But coming from TechCrunch, speech recognition company Nuance, which also powers part of the Apple's Siri, is launching its new Dragon TV platform. Today, which will allow consumers to interact with their TV sets using their voice and natural language. With Dragon TV, you'll be able to speak channel numbers, station names, plus TV shows and movie titles without having to use any sort of structured commands. You'll even be able to perform content searches by actor, actresses, and genre. Support for Twitter, Skype, and Facebook will also be included. Now, Dragon TV platform will be made available to OEMs and service operators who can choose to integrate the technology into their TV sets, set-top boxes, remote control, and other applications. However, the company did not announce any launch partners for the product, only that it's available for use. Now, I would like to see that. If you guys have a Kinect, which Mike, I know you don't have, but if you had the Kinect,
Derek don't have one either.
You don't have one, Derek?
I'm just saying.
I'm not a gaming guy at all.
I just felt really singled out.
Seriously though, I watch more movies and shows than I do video games, and I think that's the trend in my house right now.
So we got video game devices to watch Netflix.
Yeah,
might be something there.
Yeah, well, I do, and that's just the fact of it. It just makes it easier.
I think Kinect is also Microsoft is a fine candidate
it be easier
to
just
purchase
to get like a whole bunch of Roku sets.
Well, it would, but initially I wanted to play video games.
But you just don't.
Well, I do when I have time, but
you're watching movies.
But I watch a lot of movies though. Yeah. So that's what happens.
Right.
I think Microsoft, and with its new Kinect format, a fine company to buy out Netflix. Yeah. There's another fine one of many possibilities.
Well, it's not going to happen, but good try though.
Of course, it's going to happen.
In any case, I'd like to see this. Well, one of the things about Kinect is that you and I said this before. Part of the issues with the Kinect feature is that if the TV is already blaring kind of loud, then you try to do a command, it doesn't really help because it can't hear you anyway.
Oh yeah.
31. Okay.
Yeah,
Skip.
Xbox,
Next.
stop. And it just keeps going, and you're like, no, Xbox, stop. So if you try to do it in a quiet room, there's no point.
Xbox.
So the best thing you can do is just
Scroll forward.
wave your hand like this, and then stop it, and then say your command. But you do have to have a command structure. It's Xbox, play movie or play, Xbox pause, Xbox search, Xbox
Pause.
home, right? So you got to kind of do that in order to make it work. So what's good about this then is that
31.
you can do that without you just say 31,
Yeah.
right?
ESPN.
I'm thinking of a word between right, and it's supposed to know that it's just common language. So that could have some features.
Yeah.
Minority Report.
And it's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I know that."
Yeah, I know that one.
Do you want the Michael Render version, or do you want the Tom Hanks version? I mean, the Tom Cruise version. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
If it wasn't for Facebook, how would I find Tom Hanks?
So I don't know. It seems like it might be kind of cool.
See, he needs to come back.
I saw that one.
Ego Ant shares a link. It says doctors use Xbox Connect in cancer surgery.
Yes, we've talked
That's
about. Yeah,
interesting.
we've talked about
Really?
it. Yep.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Scientists may be opening up the lucrative medical devices market to consumer gadgets companies with a group of Toronto doctors using Microsoft's Xbox Connect in the operating room.
We have talked about this. We've talked about the.
So you really want a doctor to not touch you?
No, I
He's
want a
operating.
doctor
You can't
that
get
has.
germs.
I want a doctor that has done this on the
Scalpel.
Xbox for practicing before he puts his hand and or knife on
Oh,
the
so you want
person.
him to practice? I got you.
Yeah, and the idea that he can go and find that information out while he's got me open and doesn't have to go and walk and sit down at his computer, which may or may not be up and running at the time, and he can just wave his hands and find that stuff. I'm all good with that.
Xbox open cavity. Oh,
Xbox.
that's the wrong one. Oh, my bad.
I meant above the navel.
Oh, this is the wrong patient. My bad.
Yes, it could be worse. Could be worse.
I don't feel comfortable.
Well,
Doctors.
yeah, but the other thing I also heard is that after Modern Warfare 3 or 4 or whatever it is now, Modern Warfare 3, the military is actually saying, you know what? The video game market is actually doing way better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so much more realistic in the video game market
Darren-
than what we buy for our training our troops.
Yeah, Darren Tyler thinks that the first person shooters is training us to be military.
I have actually heard that. That tinfoil.
Like, it makes our hand and eye coordination better.
Well, if you look at Modern Warfare today anyway, I might have heard something on the news the other day that says we are going to be doing less hand-to-hand combat and more of technology behind the scenes sort of wars,
Like mechs.
where potentially, yeah, where we're flying drones, right?
Yeah.
Hand-eye coordination there, being able to not even send in persons anymore. Now you're just shooting in machines. That could be one. Also, we're talking about hacking, where you're doing breaking into people's computer systems, which is something else. But yeah, definitely, I can see the value in that. And I bet you by having it available to the world, you can see whose scores are rocking, and you can say, "Hey, this kid here, man, he rocks. Let's see if we can get him in the military."
And he's only 7.
We'll get your eye on him doing some recruiting.
Yeah. Scary.
Oh, here's something interesting. Talking about some home market. The latest to target the smart energy home. Drum roll. Time Warner Cable.
Yeah.
Coming from GigaOM, the 2012 Consumer Electronics Show, otherwise known as CES, hasn't even officially kicked off yet, and they're already having the smart energy home has emerged as a key target for a variety of sectors, including telcos, big box retailers, startups, chip companies, and now cable operators. On Monday, cable firm Time Warner Cable says it has teamed up with the startup iControl Networks to offer a smart home management system. The new service from Time Warner Cable, called Intelligent Home, will provide customers with connected home management services like security system, with remote control or with remote home viewing, video viewing, and window and door sensors, as well as a wireless management and home heating, cooling, and lighting. The service is already available in upstate New York and Southern California. No word on how much it costs as of yet, but that's interesting because I'm on Time Warner Cable, and if I can remove one of my current bills and just kind of bring it in house to say, hey, I can turn my lights on and off to keep my power off, or do the same thing with heating and cooling. To say, and I know you can do this now with your heating system. You can actually buy a control system that says, hey, at 10 o'clock at night when everyone should be asleep, let's drop the temperature in the home, because you should be under covers by that point.
Right.
But then start heating up the home again around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So by the time you get up, you know, you're in a comfortable place. So that way you're not using as much electricity when you don't have to be.
Sure.
So that's kind of cool. So it's interesting. I'm glad to see that Time Warner is jumping on that.
You're still gonna have to
pay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your. You're still gonna have to upgrade your heating system. It's not gonna do it automatically unless you.
True. Well, you know there is a. My dad had this. He did. It was the thermostat that actually did that. That you could time it.
Oh yeah, you can use one of the old school springy clocks. You're still gonna have to get somebody to. You're still gonna have to get that installed.
Just
whether you
putting some wires together. Right, just put red to red and blue to blue.
Okay, you go ahead, do that.
Right, I'm not trying to get electrocuted or anything. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm not the guy. My wife would never let me do that.
Right?
No. What are you doing? Get away from there. Get away from that thermostat.
Don't touch it.
That's right.
Let's get a clapper.
Clap on. Clap on.
All right. Oh, here's something interesting that I think you guys may like, especially if you're a drinker. If you're a drinker, this article comes from Gizmodo. It's titled "Binge Drinking Revolutionized."
What?
Yes, revolutionized. Excuse me. LG's Blast Chiller cools cans in under 5 minutes. Beer. Yep, there's a lot of talk about the OLED and the 3D and Google and Bezels and okay, enough. Let's get down to what matters the most. Beer.
Cold beer.
It takes too long to cool.
Cold beer.
Unless you buy one of the LG's forthcoming refrigerators called Smart Beer. The Blast Chiller, that's what they call it.
I know what they call it. I'm just saying that's those words are
Smart Beer.
Those words are mutually exclusive.
The Blast Chiller uses a jet and swirling mechanism, the company says, but really, who cares? Stick, and if you look at this, hold on, my timer went up. Stick a can of your choice in the Blast Chiller chamber, and in under 5 minutes, you'll have a frosty drink. Have a friend? Don't worry. Blast 2 cans or a bottle of wine in under 8 minutes. Sure beats sticking it in the freezer and waiting, eyes swollen with anticipation. This kind of technology changes lives.
Hey, Damon, you want me to come blast your can?
Bring
No.
You sure? Derek, I can do yours too.
Go.
Or a bottle of wine.
Get away from me.
Come on, man. Let me blast your can.
No.
With my swirling jet technology.
Stop talking to me.
Come on, man. You look thirsty. No, that's cool, man. I like that. That's delicious.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
Delicious.
Especially since, I'm always trying to do that now anyway. Just
You trying to blast your can?
Well, you usually get like a single thing of ice, you put it in some water, and then you drop the cans in, and it gets cold that way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I do it. If it doesn't cost anything really to do that. I think this is funny. Egoant says, I want to be able to choose my doctor, as we're talking about the Kinect and Xbox 360. He says, I want to choose my doctor based on their leaderboard score. That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
How good of a surgeon are you? Well, you can tell by looking at your scores.
Yeah,
For a leaderboard score, for those that don't know, is if you're playing a video game, the best top 10 people, top 100 people get their name on this board, a leaderboard. And so I can imagine if you're playing Operation, that game where you
don't touch the side.
Yeah,
no, sorry.
red nose comes on. So how good of a surgeon are you really? Well, looking at your scores, we can tell. That's a good idea. I like
that would
that.
be hot.
He also says, can you imagine how depressed an intelligent home would get being caught in the middle of arguments with your wife? Husband, house, set thermostat to 22 degrees Celsius.
Nah, I said
Wife,
25.
no, house, set it to 21. If my husband would ever get off the couch and do something, he'd feel warmer.
That's wrong, man.
But isn't it the other way around though? Typically, like, I'm always the hot one, right? And then it's the other way around. So she's like totally cold all the time, so wants the heat on to be really high.
No, that's the other way around.
But I don't get this Celsius. So how much is that in degrees?
How much is
That's
that?
the real issue here.
How much is that in English degrees? Indeed.
You know, trying to like, how fast are you going in kilos, kilo miles?
Kilowatts.
I don't know how fast I'm going. If not in miles per hour, I don't know. So anyway, what does that come out to? Let me pull out this and put it in Google and figure out how much that degrees.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty quick. There's like a preset Google.
Well, can you figure that out for me? How much is
Just-
22 degrees Celsius?
Just to
in
22
English?
degrees Celsius convert.
I only got one hand though. You got
See.
two.
See,
That's why I'm here. No problem.
All right, while he's looking that number up, let's move on to the next story. Oh, what is this? Let's talk about Netflix a little while longer. So, Derek, since we are talking about, you know, what the future of Netflix holds, here's an interesting story that I thought you might enjoy. Comes from Forbes. Netflix now streaming in the UK, Ireland, and the US grows resumes. Netflix this morning launched streaming video service in the UK and Ireland. The service is priced at £5.99 in the UK and €6.99 in Ireland. In both countries, the company
71.6 degrees.
Dang. Oh, that is
toasty.
yeah. That's kind of warm. If it's hot outside.
Depends on who you are.
The company is offering a free 1-month trial. Meanwhile, CEO Reed Hastings told Reuters in an interview that the company began gaining U.S. subscribers again in the fourth quarter.
Of course, he needs
After
to
losing some subscribers.
Of course, he's going to say that to
And the
his
following price hike.
as he attempts to sell the company. Of course, he needs to do
No,
that.
he's not selling it. No.
Of course, he is.
What we said, this is he says, what we said a quarter ago was that it was going to turn up in the back half of Q4, and everything's been consistent with that. Hastings told Reuters. Netflix is now up to $2.03 or 2.4% to $88.32 a share. So they're not going anywhere.
Of course they are.
They're not going anywhere.
Of course they're going.
They're not going anywhere.
They are going directly to the selling block.
In related news, Derek Brinson, Amazon is already feeling the pain and is now trying to undercut Netflix's latest big move. Coming from Business Insider, Netflix just launched in the UK this morning, and it's already getting a taste of how tough it's going to be to win that market. Amazon subsidiary Love Film just announced an introductory streaming package of $4.99 a month that undercuts Netflix price by £1. Love Film already has 2 million subscribers and offers a one-time rental option in addition to unlimited streaming, while Netflix doesn't. And with Netflix expecting to lose money in 2012 because of its international expansion, this latest move is looking riskier than ever. So I wanted to bring both sides of the discussion. See how I did? I gave you a little balance there. Right?
Very, very nice of you.
See, I didn't want it to seem
Very,
like I was
very,
only
very nice of
being
you.
mean. But I do want to point out that Netflix is growing, even though they're having to invest in order to get into these different markets. But think about that. Think about how that's going to potentially open up their sort of base of making money, right? Getting into where people, Canada, you're getting into Latin America, you're getting into the UK, you're getting into all these different places where other services are not currently at, even though Amazon is trying. What do you got to say about yourself?
I'm saying that right now, it's costing them money to do everything
It
that
is
they
costing
do.
them money, yes.
They're not making a whole lot of money right now. They don't have a whole lot of liquid assets on hand.
But if you look at this now, if we can continue to do this, this is going to show growth. And as we're
showing
seeing
growth.
here-
Oh, so we're talking about the long-term
Yes.
opportunity. You know what?
Yes.
that way of growing businesses died. Oh, in the mid to late 90s, what happens is you are only as good as your latest quarterly report unless you are a blue chip stock. Yeah or no?
Well, I think the thing that I'm looking at
or
is,
of course, unless you have a great deal of liquid assets on hand. Netflix doesn't have that.
yeah, but isn't he still? So he's the founder, right? The CEO and founder of the company.
I believe so.
And I don't think that there are too many people out there that could do it right now the way he's done it.
I'll bet you that, say Amazon or Microsoft or I don't know, maybe Yahoo. They're looking at the balance sheet and thinking differently.
Well, I did, and for you, I
don't know.
I pulled up because earlier I pulled up the story where Yahoo is trying to get into the content field, where they have that show with Tom Hanks, right? That cartoon that Tom Hanks is doing for the web only, and I pulled it up for a reason. I pulled it up because I knew that you wanted to make a connection between Yahoo and Netflix.
I'm not making
to
a
say
connection.
not
The connection's
only
already there. I'm just pointing out what already exists.
to say that Yahoo is trying to get into this content creation field of delivering movies and shows and whatever else.
Everybody
is to say that Netflix should be willing to sell to Yahoo. I just don't see the advantage right now when they got so much growth ahead of them. I think, understand this, this is what happened with Netflix. See, people were trying to punish Netflix because of the decision that they made, right? And so 800,000 people jump ship and says, I'm not going to pay 60% more. But if you look at what's out there, what are the alternatives right now? You got Amazon, you got Hulu, right? You got Yahoo. I'm sorry, not Yahoo, but YouTube. What other services am I missing?
Apple TV, Google TV. Oh, there you can buy cable.
But those sit on top of. But they sit on top of what we learned last week when Mark Sears was on the phone. What we learned is that they are just pulling in channels already. So Netflix is going to be on Apple TV. Netflix is going to be on Google TV. So the content is there.
Funny you would mention that, being that Netflix is basically sitting on top of AWS, which is Amazon's web services. So,
but it's not like.
wait. It is like
it's
that.
not like Amazon's going to get their contracts and say, because you're on our service, we can now stream your movies.
But it is like Amazon can say, hey, we can use that stuff that we're subletting to Netflix and offer for way cheaper than Netflix, and we already have some channels, or maybe we can sell it to. Maybe we could just buy them.
I do think Amazon, and I think Amazon is in a good place, clearly, because it owns the bandwidth that is pushing out.
It owns the infrastructure.
It owns
the pipe.
It's owning things. So obviously there is an advantage for them. But I do think that right now Netflix has that industry in its pocket.
It does. It's got it on lock. It has squandered it has squandered the things necessary to take it to the next phase, to take it to the next step, and I believe that maybe a bigger player can help them out with that. I don't know.
How about we go the other way though? What if we were to say this, right? Let's say that Netflix is what it's doing now, and I think this is really smart on their part. Number one, is to get into these markets where I think it was smart for them to get into these video games before anyone else did, right? They were forward thinking enough to say, you know what, if we can get on the Wii, the PlayStation, the Xbox 360, the Roku, we can be seen not only via a laptop, but we can be seen on televisions well before Google TV came out, well before Apple TV came out. We're providing this service. I think today what we're seeing is them, by breaking into these new markets overseas, in Latin America, in Canada, and so on and so forth, they're just now making their product available. And if you talk to a movie house or a movie company and say, look, I can get your product not only in the U.S., but I can get it in all these different markets, there's something to be there. Now, they might be spending some money now to invest to get in those places, but once they get there, they're making money. It may take a little bit of time to recoup some of that cash.
I just don't think they've got that kind of time.
And when they do, though, and when that money starts to come rolling in, and they're making hand over fist money, and then they can start buying other companies. And that was the point I wanted to make, is when they are number one right now in that industry, I don't understand why they would sell their number one spot.
Because
to
number
another
one
company.
does not mean they are making
That's like
any
saying
money.
AT&T is going to sell AT&T to somebody else when they're on
No,
top.
it's- no,
That
it's
doesn't
not.
make
No, it's
sense.
not.
That's
No,
like
it's-
that's like Facebook selling to Google. It doesn't make sense.
It actually makes a great deal of sense if
It
you
does.
don't have any money and you're not making money fast
They
enough. to
are
keep
making money though.
They're
making money.
I didn't finish. I said you're not making money fast enough.
For what? What do they got to do right now to stay competitive?
I don't know. Maybe get some content.
They have content.
They have some content.
What do you expect them to do?
I expect them to buy more content.
They got content.
Okay.
All right, let me get this last story out real quick. We got like moments
Let's see
away.
how many times you're going to watch the same content over and over and
Dude,
over.
we just sat here and talked about 3 new shows that you guys haven't even watched yet.
Yes.
It changes that
know
you
what?
haven't
HBO
watched
got
yet.
some new shows. I'm probably going to watch them.
No, you haven't. What we just say? The Guild. You haven't watched yet,
Right.
which is supposed to be good. You haven't watched Being Human, which is available. You haven't watched that yet. And these are shows that you probably sleep on that you have no idea that they're out there and they're good.
Maybe.
And they're not on Stars, right? And it's not on HBO.
I got some shows on
Not
HBO
okay.
I'm trying to watch.
Let me get this last story out. And for all my iPhone fans who say I'm not good to you, let me share this story with you guys. The iPhone is now breathing down the neck on the Android US, in the US. From GigaOM, the iPhone 4S, along with cheaper older models, has helped Apple close the distance on Google's Android, drawing within a few percentage points in recent smartphone sales market share in the U.S., according to the NPD Group. In a CES Telecom fact sheet, the research firm said that iOS has zoomed up 43%, or up to 43% of sales in October and November, compared with 26% in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Android's share dropped from a high 60% in the third quarter to 47% in October and November, although I am curious to see what happens in December because we did hear there was quite a few sales there as well. The results affirm again that Android and iOS are in a two-horse race that has gotten tighter with the release of the iPhone 4S. It is unclear how many phones Apple sold in the final quarter of 2011, but some estimates are coming in as high as 35 million units.
Whoa.
NPD said that Apple held the top 3 spots in device sales with the iPhone 4S, iPhone 4, and the iPhone 3GS leading the way, ahead of the Samsung Galaxy S2, 4G, the Samsung Galaxy S, and the HTC Inspire 4G. Now, I think in December we did get another phone that we're not seeing here, and that's the Galaxy Nexus. Again, I don't know how many sales they've had, but it is one I'd like to see.
Yes, that's a phone I think I might like to own.
EgoAnt chimes in from the chat room and says that Netflix isn't expected to turn profitable until at least 2013, which to me, and I'll say this, does not necessitate, though, a sale off of its business. I would say just hold on for some time to get that money recouped. That's what I think. So we'll see what happens. Again, that's our discussion, Derek Brinson. You and I, we've got until April, Easter. Time is ticking, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to do it for us. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget, we are here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on blogtalkradio.com. Also, you can catch us on Facebook, on Twitter. And if you like us, you can also hit the follow button right here on Blog Talk Radio.
Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Join us tomorrow when we talk more about what's happening over at CES and any other relevant news and technology, the pop culture field. Also, if you haven't, write a blog so we can take a look at it tomorrow. Let me say hi to all of you: Alan Tran, DB Funky, EgoAnt, Faye Alexander, who snuck in on me, Miss Eileen, Little Bites, Tim Arthur, and all of you listening live in archive. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Until tomorrow, Mike Render.
Deuces.
Deuces.